The system is on track to make landfall in the coming hours. And for the latest, we are joined by our in-house meteorologist, Romaine Robinson. Romaine, where is Melissa and what can you tell us?
Thanks, Janella. Still southwest of the Kingston area. We have it at about, we have the system at about 235 kilometers southwest of Kingston. There has been some slowing in the forward speed over the past couple of hours. It's now down to about 4 kilometers per hour. So we are monitoring it as it is still expected to make that turn, and we do also expect that the turn will occur shortly, considering that the speed has slowed. Systems tend to slow down before they start to turn to make a significant change in direction.
Okay, so Romaine, there's a map behind you, and I want you to put it in perspective for us. What are we seeing on that map?
So we have the eye of the system, this circular, that center of the eye, or the center of the system is that dry area. We do also have this broad band of purple clouds that we're seeing. That's where the heaviest clouds, the strongest wind speeds and the heaviest rainfall are occurring across the area. And the system is moving further towards the west-northwest. We are expecting the system to be moving closer to one northwest regime over the next couple of hours. But it's still a distance away from the southern coast of the island, expected to be moving closer to the island over the next few hours.
So one of the questions that we've been getting, when are we going to start feeling the effects of Hurricane Melissa?
We've already been feeling the effects of the system across sections of the south. We have been measuring rainfall amounts that have accumulated past 50 millimeters across some sections of the island. In terms of landfall is expected sometime in the afternoon tomorrow, but we are expecting that most of the southwestern portion of the island should be seeing the effects of the system as early as tonight going into tomorrow morning. Landfall is expected in the early afternoon tomorrow, and the system is likely to be moving out of the Jamaica area late in the evening tomorrow.
So a lot has been said about what is going to happen in places like St. Elizabeth. But another question is, what is expected or what is likely to happen in parishes like Kingston and St. Andrew, Portland, St. Catherine?
Okay, the southeastern portion of the island is still expected to be under the influence of those strong winds and heavy rainfall. We're expecting at least Category 3 strength based on the projections of the system. And we are expecting this to last for a good 12 hours at minimum because of the slow forward speed of Melissa as it treks northward across the area.
All right, so it's on track to making landfall as a Category 5 system.
Yes.
Please put into perspective for us winds from a system that is Category 5 using, let's say, a car. What are we expected to see or feel, rather?
Well, the winds are about 280 kilometers per hour. You're not even legally allowed to drive at 280 kilometers per hour in Jamaica. So it is likely to cause significant damage, especially to structures that might not be as sound. We're expecting trees to topple over. We're expecting quite a bit of damage from the system, especially in the area where the strongest winds are. We do have the radial distance of strongest winds being about 45 kilometers. So 45 kilometers both east and west of the system, of the eye rather, those are the areas that are expected to have the most significant damage.
And we're talking about where? Put that in context for us, which...
That would cover most of the central and western parishes.
Most of central.
So that would include areas from St. Anne, also Manchester, St. Elizabeth, making the landfall, also Westmoreland, Hanover, and St. James, especially tomorrow for St. James, because we do have storm surge expected across the northwestern portion of the island after the system moves into the Caribbean waters.
And it's quite interesting you said that, because in St. James today, it was a picture of calm.
Indeed, yeah. But the issue is that the system is, because of its movement, and because, you know, when it moves over the area, it's likely that the winds are expected to turn in the opposite direction. So once it moves across the Jamaica area, you know, have winds coming onshore the northwest coast from the system. And this is expected to be a Category 4 at worst. Yeah.
At worst.
At worst.
At worst, okay.
At worst.